What's good, everyone? Splitdip here. I make off-meta builds and strategies that actually work, even at high MMR. In today's episode, we're covering Viper with the Caustic Bath facet, breaking down one of my own replays and showing you the absolute key information you need to dominate your lane and control the map. I've also discovered some macro concepts that are absolute source for this build, and if you stick around for anything, make sure it's for that part. It is genuinely game-changing if you want to win consistently with this playstyle. And when I say it's one of the strongest builds in Dota right now, I really mean it. People are sleeping on this. And with the refinements I've made, you'll be racking up wins. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, show it by liking, subscribing, and dropping a comment. It really does make a difference and it means a lot to me. Alright, let's see this in action.
You're going to see I play this first wave pretty poorly, but it doesn't really matter in the overall scheme of things, just due to how this hero scales into most matchups, especially magic reliant heroes like Storm. Doesn't really matter. So he gets deny number 1, he gets deny number 2, so I get 2 last hits, he gets 2 denies, pretty bad. But this Nether Toxin usage, right, you'll see how much damage it does with just a few right clicks. He loses so much HP because I'm putting it in a way that it hits him, hits creeps, and allows me to hit him the whole time while he's doing it. So if you can find situations like that, that's the best way to use Nether Toxin early. I'm not too afraid of trading as long as I sit in Nether Toxin at the moment. That's the idea. And I'll always hit him back if he wants to hit him if he wants to hit me back, because you'll see just above his head here, he has the 8 number. That's the innate from Viper kicking in, the Predator. He'll try and fight me to death, but this is the reason why I start with these items, guys. You've got Stick and double Fairy Fire. There's no way you can beat this in terms of health recovery. And he's fully confident too, because he has so many burst heals as well, but it's just not enough. You can see it's got a bottle. The only thing he could have done is maybe had a Tango, but he would still die. So I used both my Fairy Fires, but it's well worth it because he's going to lose creeps for this, and I get a kill from him. The main thing with level 3 is you're looking to use your Nether Toxin basically every wave if you can sustain it. It's just really good. It clears the range creep from full HP. As long as you time your right clicks with it, you shouldn't get denied. Sit on top of the creep you're trying to get. Basically the flag bearers and the range creep, you should sit on top of them to, first of all, body block them from the enemy clicking it and denying it. And your projectile has no travel time. So it's basically like you're a melee hero. And Viper actually has a really nice animation if you can sit on top of creeps. And that's an example there, guys, right there. So I'm sitting on top of this range creep. So there is no distance for my projectile to travel. It makes a super easy deny, like you're a melee hero, right? That literally clicked the same time as the tower, pretty much. And that gets a deny he cannot contest. Alright, so we'll talk about this scenario. So why do I abandon the creeps here and just go straight on the high ground? So this range creep is now low enough to be denied, so it's a problem. If I sit back, I can potentially just lose the range creep from Storm denying it from 40% HP here. But if I stand here in zone and I drop Nether Toxin aggressively so it hits the range creep and zones the Storm, I can click Storm and I can get a free range creep. As you can see, he can't get that range creep, it's free. Now, I do want to talk about the skill build really quick. In my original video, I said to max skin. This is not the case anymore, guys. Do not max skin. Max Nether Toxin because it clears things quicker. And you want the duration to be up for longer as well. So it scales in duration, not in cooldown. So this is really, really nice to be maxing, I've discovered. But when I've versed Storm, I've found that this feels a lot better for a few reasons. Storm, he does a lot of magic damage, obviously. And he doesn't have so much attack speed, so if I can max this, or put a third point in it, it feels really nice. And traditionally with Storm, he's really good with +1s, so skin feels really, really good in those scenarios where you're getting ganked a lot, essentially. Coming up on level 6 here, so what we're trying to do, we can't kill Storm, and we'll make him think that he's in a really bad scenario. Like, if I ult him, he can't really die. But it stresses him out, and it stresses his team out. So, you'll see. Witch Doctor TPs. I did my job. Didn't have to ult him. really didn't, even if I got in range, I didn't have to ult him. It was just a, you know, psychological sort of play. And it put Witch Doctor here, and Witch Doctor sits here for a while actually and soaks Storm's XP, which is so important for Storm's game. As you can see, he's getting a little frustrated with Witch Doctor there. Push in the wave, try and get the power rune. Voka rotates and gets it at the top, which is nice. I believe on this next wave that I push in, I will ult Storm and force another TP. So every single time that I ran at Storm, their supports responded, you'll see. As I said, Storm doesn't care, he will zip, it really doesn't mean anything, but Chaos Knight like freaks out. I know I can't die, so I just hit Nether Toxin and I hit Chaos Knight the whole time. He's just useless. Storm's also almost dead from this play. Like, I did nothing to this guy and he almost died. Meanwhile me, I'm not even affected. The next thing, guys, is if you are so strong and you have your Nether Toxin maxed out, you can do a play like this, where you sit on the side of their tower and right-click the middle of the wave to drag it off of the lane and bring it to a camp. Now, I specifically said the middle of the wave, because I believe if I hit the flag bearer out front, it actually doesn't aggro the range creep behind. It's just like the range values of aggro misses the range creep if I hit the one in front. So keep in mind, you do have to click the ones in the middle for this to work. You'll see they instantly run, and it dodges this next wave so they don't connect, which then allows me to bring the wave all the way over here. Clear it out. Super, super easy. We're just going to keep farming. Very soon here, I'm going to get ganked. You'll see I actually sort of predict it's going to happen because I don't use my Nether Toxin. I've also got max skin, so it's really easy to clear waves without spells at this point, and I've got the passive of the Blade Mail. So you'll see, I could definitely drop Nether Toxin here to clear it, but because I don't do that, I get ganked very shortly. Here it is. I get my Blade Mail off, but not my Nether Toxin. They're all taking a lot of damage. I now get Nether Toxin off. Ringmaster comes in for the save. It's probably not even needed, honestly, guys. Both of them die in Storm, uses all of his resources. He hates this. He hates this to happen. This is so bad for his game. And perfect timing, look at this, guys. I get the best neutral item for Viper. Maybe the Chipped Vest is the best, but this is pretty good too. The Polywog Charm is OP as fuck. You can drop your HP items when you use this. It'll just help you recover HP if you get ganked or if you farm something like Ancients. It's really, really nice. I would also take this with the Health Enchantment because health on Viper really stretches far. You'll see, basically with no health, I can still go to the jungle and farm because I'm recovering health pretty rapidly with these braces. Back to mid. Even when I'm sitting at this HP, a lot of heroes, like say you're a sniper and you're sitting at this percentage of HP, obviously Storm's going to kill you, especially with Dawnbreaker. It's not gonna be safe. Viper can stand here because I've built so many HP items, and this 1000 HP is effectively like 2000 HP with all the resistances I have. So at TP bottom, this is like the most important part of the video, guys, so please pay attention and soak this in. Sven just died bottom, and they're eventually wanting to pressure this tower. This tower in Dota's macro plan always dies first. It's the easiest tower to kill for the enemy. Maybe the mid rotates and helps, but usually this tower just dies as a product of the game going on. When you TP here as Viper, you get access to 1, 2, 3, 4 camps. Okay? 4 camps, and it's not a stretch to say you can farm these 4 camps each minute. At a minimum, you can farm this, and stack these 2. So you are basically farming each minute, all these 4 camps. On top of this, you're clearing waves that are coming into your tower to a minute. This is the most farm a hero can get, I think, ever at this stage of the game. There's not a single hero that can match the farming pace of Viper while also protecting a tower. Like, it does so much. So I will speed this up. You're going to see sort of the result of this. And keep in mind, as I'm doing this, Dawnbreaker does not have these camps as an option to farm. This is massive. You are gutting his game, which means he stays here and becomes poor, or he goes into another lane and takes farm away from other cores. So when would we do this? The best way to identify when you do this is off of a max nether toxin timing or your blade mail timing, and you can do it before then too. So let's say you're level 5 and you have level 3 nether toxin, and this tower is taking heavy pressure to a Wraith King off lane. Just TP here and exist. You're like a Tide Hunter. You shut down these push heroes so hard. These Beastmasters, these Wraith Kings, whatever they have, I guarantee you can slow them down and push them off. As soon as you identify this tower is taking damage, essentially, just come here and tell whoever was here to swap the lane you're in. So it doesn't mean you have to go mid on Viper. It can be an off lane as well. I think both roles are really good, but you always should make this play where you TP to the safe lane tower and defend it indefinitely until you farm an Ags. This is what I'm talking about. And also, guys, you can see I only stacked 1 camp, but you 100% on both sides can stack 2 camps here. Nether Toxin from max range, so it just clips. Hit this at about 55, and then you drag them both up, and you'll get a double stack each time. So Dawnbreaker just took this large camp. We're going to make sure we take it quickly this time so he doesn't have that option. So as a priority, this camp dies first. Now I can clear the wave. I'm getting really close to Ags. What you can do as well, when you go to the safe lane, the enemy's secret shop is really close. So I like to pinch my courier in a tree spot like here, or like over here or something. Like you put it somewhere where they can't see it without cutting trees, and then you can send it over there when you're very close to Ags. You can see in this whole time, Jug's actually got a pretty good game as well, but I'm matching him in net worth, and soon I'll be top net worth. And I don't care what your team thinks about your gameplay, guys. This has fixed my win rate with Viper. When I originally made this video, I had experimented a lot and had to lose a lot of games to understand how to play this correctly and at the best efficiency. You just do this every game without question, you will go up in MMR. I can guarantee this. I can absolutely guarantee this. And if you are not sure how to play this, you can always hit me up for coaching, and I'll be able to fix these mistakes and make a perfect macro game for you. I did not tell Sven to come here. Even when he came here, I told him to hit God Strength and farm. You can see I'm pinging him not to do this play, because it is so close to tower. This guy has Blade Mail. It is pretty tanky. We'll get the kill anyway, but it's at the cost of my Sven dying. He does not need to do this. Always tell your team to just leave. Do not let them join you down this bottom lane. Let the enemy 5-man gank you, and you can get TP rotations when they do this, okay? Don't let anyone come to your lane. So we have Ags. It doesn't mean we have to play. Ideally, we play for Octarine as well, but we can definitely farm aggressively and force them to try and kill us or make moves on us. So I'll go into their triangle because I want to farm it, but I'm going to run into a lot of heroes and they're going to use a lot of spells to kill me here. Still pretty good for us. Not too bad. I believe we get 2 kills. Yep. And even after my death, I am leading by 300 gold on the enemy Juggernaut. So see how I look top, and I'm not really going to run top. I have no interest in showing up into this fight because I am no boots Viper. There's no tower to TP to, so it's not really like a straightforward play. I'm always playing in certainty. I try to play to my own farm, and I'll play if I know I can turn around with a tower TP. But because my team took a fight so far out, I'm just not even going to try. Instead, I get all this juicy farm, which boosts my Octarine timing, and I get it really soon. Whereas if I went top, I wouldn't be even close. So right now, I get ganked, and it looks like I'm not going to live, but I actually said on Discord, it was so funny, I said something like, guys, don't worry, I'm going to live here, just watch. And yeah, they go on me, they do miss some spells, unfortunately, so I think it makes the difference, but it was very close, and they all die for this. CK pulls me out of Dawn ult to ult Jug. while he's spinning, so it slows him down and he can't do damage. And I'm going to turn on Blade Mail at the end of his spin, and they're all going to melt to this. A 21 plus my spells kept me alive, and the soul booster purchase as well. If I went the mana regen, I would obviously die here, guys. This is so important. So buy this if you think you need to be tanking. Buy the other one if you're just going to be purely farming. Comically enough, Storm just missed me with a zip. That was certainly going to kill me. And then he just missed me with a Remnant too. So the rest of the game is pretty straightforward. I'm just going to talk about the last few items I build. So you can see I've gone Ghost Scepter. Now, I always try and build this hero with the same ideas in mind. Ag's Octarine is the first 2 items you'll always build. Whatever follows is purely situational to make you live. So this Ghost Scepter, obviously really good into Omni Slash, good into Dawnbreaker, good into CK, good into Witch Doctor. Essentially all their heroes will get somewhat shot down if I hit Ghost Scepter. And then I'll build Yules right after for the same reasons. Lets me dodge Dawn Ult, lets me dodge Omni Slash, I can't get hit by Witch Doctor, I'm just invulnerable. It buys me time. However, if I didn't have such an emphasis on saving myself with these items, what I would be looking towards instead is Dagon 1 into straight Dagon 5, or Dagon 1 into Yules into Dagon 5, into any of these items into the late game are pretty good. And with the recent Bloodstone changes, Bloodstone is a pretty high priority item, I believe. This can be really nice. It gives you way more health per second than a Heart would, substantially more. In fact, if you just ult someone and there's a few heroes under Nether Toxin, maybe if you get a Mjolnir, all this stuff combined, you will heal so much. And it has a Dispel now, so if you get Spirit Vesseled, you can hit Bloodstone and you'll heal a bunch and get rid of the anti-heal. I won't show any more of this game, guys. I think this gives you a good idea of what a good game on Viper looks like, but at the same time, I made my own game. It's not like my team completely carried me. Sven made so many mistakes. This sort of game plan that you saw in this game pans out in nearly every single game I play as Viper, no joke. Take the concepts I talked about today, and you are literally going to print MMR with this hero. Okay, so that's a wrap for this episode of Dota Blueprints, guys. I'm going to put on the screen here just an item summary because I didn't really go too far into it. I don't really go heart anymore, it has its place, but I truly think you guys should be following a build like this. Again, if you like this sort of content, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next one.